Mr. Swanee. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you're watching. Welcome back to the Bird's Nest. Hope you're all well, hope everyone's had a good Christmas and a good lead up to New Year's Eve. It is currently the day before New Year's Eve and it is around about lunchtime, probably about 12:30. I've come out with Indi pants, but she's now fallen asleep, so I need to tip her back. We've just come for a walk down to the lake, as you can see. I've not been here for a little while. It's changed a lot since we was last down here. We used to come down here every day, and we've not been down here for a little while because life gets in the way and things need doing. So we've not come down here for a little while, and it has completely changed. All the leaves are off, all the hedges are back, all the reeds are gone. So no matter where you walk around the lake, you will always see into the water. There's no bushes or anything in the way now. There's not many ducks out today because they're freezing cold, so they're out on the island over there through there where I'm pointing at. But yeah, so we thought we'd go for a walk. Indi is now asleep, like I said, so we're going to go for a walk over that way. Through there is a place called Buxford Meadow, and there's a stream that we used to go stream walking in the summer. We're going to go for a walk down there because I'm with the single pushchair today, so it's a little bit easier and it's lighter because Indi's not very heavy at the moment. So we're going to go for a walk down there, and when we get there I'll come back to you. Just take in the beautiful surroundings. And to be fair, it is a really nice lunchtime today. It's a bit cold, it's not much of a wind, not much of a breeze. Well, there's plenty of people milling around. There's people fishing now because they weren't allowed to fish over the Christmas period because that's part of the Ashford Borough Council's regulations. The week leading up to Christmas you're not allowed to fish, but after Christmas is done and Boxing Day is finished you're allowed to fish again until I think it's January the 15th, and then the season stops for a little while and it starts up in April again, just to give the fish a break. But as you can see, it's grey, it's overcast, it's quite murky and miserable looking, but it's actually pleasant to be out in. So we're going to go for a walk over that way and we'll be back. And here we are, Buxford Meadow. I'm not going any further up that way because the pathway is really muddy. It wasn't too bad getting down through the meadow to here, but it's really muddy everywhere. A lot of people have been down here walking their dogs and stuff, so it's fairly squishy, and the wheels on the pushchair are completely caked, so I need to clean them when we get back. Indi's now laying down and she's fast asleep still, bless her little heart. It wasn't too bumpy as well, to be fair. It was quite a nice ride down. That lovely sound of water, which is lovely, so relaxing. I could stand here all day listening to that. It reminds me of when I was younger, in a place called Chinkford, where I used to grow up, where I grew up. And there was a river, a stream called the River Ching, and it was very much like this, but it was open so you could get in it. This used to be open. You still can get in it in the summer if you want to, but the Environment Agency frowned upon it because they developed all this for a fish highway. So up there is a canal, and there used to be just a tiny little stream here, but they've developed it and opened it up and done what they've done, which is very nice. And the water used to come down there, and I've got pictures of Reese, Danielle, Kobe and Lula climbing all over there when they were younger. There used to be a good little stream waterfall there, but they've cut that back and they've blocked it off so the water doesn't come down anymore. It's just a tiny little trickle, but that noise is just so therapeutic. I can imagine staying here at night and just listening to that, putting a tent just there and sleeping here for the night. It'd be lovely, but I don't think the locals will like it. But there you go, which I'm one of, obviously. The only problem is down here in the winter it floods. It's very marshy, so it gets quite stagnant water and it smells like diarrhea at times down here. But that's stagnant water. Anyway, we're going to leave in a moment because it's starting to get cold and I don't want Indy getting cold. Eden's at home with Mum at the moment because she's not feeling well. She woke up at 4 o'clock again this morning. She went off to sleep about 8:30 after a full eventful day, and she went off to bed normally. I took her upstairs, put her in a cot, and at 4 o'clock this morning I woke up to the monitor moaning and groaning, so I went in and she was wide awake, so we come downstairs, got her some juice, put some Mr. Bean cartoon on for her, and she fell asleep eventually about 5:30, 4:45, and I fell asleep with her for an hour. So yeah, hanging at the moment, but there you go. That's the joys of children. That's what you sign up for. So, and this one, she just sleeps when she sleeps, and she stays asleep for a good amount of time. She's getting into a nice little routine now, which is ideal. Anyway, we are going to make our way back, take a slow trip home, get some lunch, get Eden off for a nap, and then got a few bits to do this afternoon, and we're going to do another video later on tonight, and that's going to be an interesting one, so stay peeled for that one. That'll be uploaded probably tomorrow. So for now, we'll leave you with this lovely scenery, and we shall bid you a very good evening, good morning, good night, and we'll catch you in the next video.